Enti yenhwe the great illusion. Eniama nkrofo hu nyina no mepamocho eya omuhu through die ben. Die ben ehefa na ya omuhu sa niama no efi. Ehefa na omu tape sa information no efi. In fact, omu adwene no chamber ben ene ya ebie ema omu claim se omu ehu bibi ewom. Obi a wanum bibi no hu bibi ne wo ba no wo fie no no mo hwe but onu nso hu bibi no nsonso ye wo mo ntam eye den. There is a strict limit that society and institutions have placed on how normal people should behave and think. Ewiase we na yete no mo kire se we ye normal, we ye abnormal. We wo bipolar, we ye saying aya eye den. They want to turn all of us into sleepers. So when somebody behave differently, they will find a name for that person. And sa name no so munya the tools so na to adwene ni mu like I said, nipa we wu nji ni din so but owon kwa chese nkwa wo ni mu a eji ni din so na nkwa so na process bibia nti omo bubo obo se din ni ma wa bibisa se nsunsanso ben na ye eba wo so. As a child, you must cry for ice cream. And not just say normal. You must like fancy things. A girl and our girls should love Barbie dolls and wear pink dresses. Love cars, football, money, and fit into a particular aura. Who made it so? One a yes, and she way. So being tisa pet a problem. Who baby no when soon pa nature sakolan we won bebono. Adentia. Why na chiche samrano? My question for today is, can a Messiah or a high energy child be born in today's society and be accepted as a normal child after exhibiting characteristics like speaking to animals? If your child communicates telepathically, how would you feel? Say ya wunyankopon bi aba. Now wabana when reduce to how you want every being to reduce to. When reduce one could do a honomo, na or one abilities no one who na on kasa monko mo or shedem na or draw niama near dear. How would you feel? Uba ni speech impo e delay kakrebia. How do you feel? Mope say ye na yepe. Is that it? Does it work like that? Say ye celebration ye kasa about awakening. Na mo amunante kwose mo kofre mo ancestors no se mo ancestors ne ba na omo so beye dia wo ye na ede na omo betumi aya ma wo eye question wo pesa mo dane ye nyina te se mad fish ye nyina ye kwa ye tutu aye to saa na ye nyina ya koto afidie nim. Is that what you want us to do? Ye nyina ye nye sleepers. Okay, not speaking to people but onim mwa kasakasa, hearing voices in his head, speaking to invisible people, and avoid football, ice cream, video games, movies, and still be called a normal child. So uba nye niyama mofre nyine ewo wiase ya paucho. Ube huni say a normal child, and ube huni say, who do you call abnormal child? Who do you call a disabled child? Who do you call a special child? What are the behaviors and what are the categories? Please write them in the comment section for me. Because ebanisa school kura be saki omo. Cause odru wadoma why aggressive oh nsuya de oh maybe no so nsuya no gina table so no jumping no yes titiri omo mo abrochiri no on be pam omo sesi a amomako. So oba no wo no na onye de obi ye no oye niyama ni niyama ye different na me pa uche wo. What will be the diagnosis of a child who behaves like that? Won't such a child be given special treatment and be labeled with some abnormality? Sabofrani nye se ni eme ya mi ken na. Adie we wo hu. Eye nipa nka ho asem a eye me yasa. Inti na meka kira wo say mimi ni obroni ni asem but obibini de amintumi nte na se da. Who is a normal child and who is abnormal child? Why? Insonso ya wo nipa we mu yenu omo ntam ye den. Hwe se wante sa niama we ase a wo bebre. Abrofo no ye ntumi fi ye ho toto omo because omunyansa ne omo spirituality no apase time ewu. Do you know why wo wo ba na sebe wo friend special child na wo friend no autistic na wonim de enti aban tua wo ka na obeto ka ama wo. Do you know why? Wonim de enti a omu school no eye so special aban bo ho ka ba bi omu de omu kogu no aban kura pese omu mfa sa ankola no entina fie no onsan tua ne ka na se ne papa kura ondane ne weka no ontina fie no onsan tua ne ka no hwa abofra no cause omu de ne ko ba bi a school no wo na eho no omu ka bedoso yen ye krom ha ye ti sa ankola no ye omu den ye ni national farm for prisoners eho mom ne ye di sika ne ko ye ti ha ye kasa about liberation and freedom aguro bi ne ye di because bibia ya hoden wo so no e wo this 3D place death realm bibia wu pro ade bi ewu e wa hoden wa ha no eno da no me ka kire obi me sese wo bibi na wo pese ese ya fatu social media no so. Educate the public. Keep your life aside what you are doing if you want your life to be peaceful, because adie bi a wodi be show we asibia no dia ma death realm ebewu ebesey obroni nim sa adie we say abofra no wo already wo feel dimension mo be communicate amom obibini wo ne ba na etise obesu a oji sika ni na echi no na osan susu enkoma nna me ni wudi ni pese obi e waso na utie ni ye ma me wa ha sei. Are we sure that maybe all the children we are injecting and giving medications to just so they will join us to love cars and football, speak like we do, and shut the voices in their head are not high vibrational children? Omo the abortion bre yen oh ni asum. These people no omo wo kwanya omo fa so reducing into nothing. Inti ancestors na everybody nyina oh no ma dwe ne pane oh no ma dwe no na akola no ma dane something which is the parent na nkasa wo ankasa mpo. What knowledge do you have about these people? Omo de eduro ni ma wo mpo a wo be fie a wo betumi adwen. Wo betumi adwen. Knowledge be na wo ho. Pacho obi enfa pressure mba me so. Mo ayeye mo ma ne de ma mo so mo hu. They are all back to robbing bibia off. You just have to align their auras and their chakras. Mo bia mema me pressure na manyin sese. Me pese menya wrinkles na abro me so. Ti mo bia mema me pressure at my own time. For what time I will have time. If you don't have time, me na fe obe wiase a hu me da. Uni baby am te wa be bo me sobo. Na me ye na wan fa na me friend no na me friend no na wanye say no wanye say. I'm not your friend. We are all doing show. I'm helping you, you are helping the show. We are all going. Please, what time we will deal with this nicely. Remember, mommy blood pressure. This ramopa ebinomo eni abotre. Me so be abotre na me yem bibia. Timpamcho mo aye muma no. Someone who difference no. Eya nye ni nyina na yare o. Muma yensua de kakra. Na yenji ntum say aha na ye won. We don't end here. We proceed to other places. Na wo maame na wo papa owu ye na wo frɛ no ni baabi owo. Na wo frɛ no muma yendwen sa niama we obroni adwen sa niama we ho nti sa ankwala no be invest wo mu because we hu so mo ye dimensional beings ye de ne de ye nim nti ye mpo de be ha ye ho akọ na o ma dwuradwura wo mo sa niama we wo kire nipa wo ba na wo no to ho na utumi hwe na hu se 1 2 3 4 5 6 wokọ a osempam chopa ne ensia de no mu de mu nche me ba ne de ni mu miensa na mo ma ne miensa obi betumi agensia ne nyina ahwensi obi so ye nimu mofrem pa ayewo bebe se oti ase se this awakening era no ascended masters ni bebrebe amu ye dede no ene amu ku ndwan hye omo nsoma amu no bebrebe san omo achi e ba nti na brofo no omo ani abere ko sa no wo ye the least mistake no ma eliminate so omo ntumi ama wo maame ne wo papa anhye condom en yi wa ntu angu a na so o maame ankwa ankonom aduro a etwa wo so a na so o maame ne wo papa ankwa ankofiri baabi a yefu na enya boso no nson kro mo be yi ama wo na ye wu wi a no mo de wakofa saa area ho no mo no no ma ma so edi no ma tamdi na to so se ho no so amfa na ewunyi na aba na start se wo kan o mo programme wo fie ni ade wo breaki fort na wo bedu baabi a ma bedu ya afi no mo peweku no mo so man krofo ahodo ni sika se ami fancy ya na mento waso we episode we hia me pa anti me pese me ye emotional na me mama ni da ho na me de aka asem ni nyina ama ye nyina ya te ase pepepepepepe Adenti na wunjintum sa akwala na ono oye sa no. Or to say wo bosomfo na wo komfo na akomasi ni so no. You don't want to believe this. But wo sofo de o start say o dane o tietiem no de na pempem wo na otwa ne ho a ono de obebo nsem ama no anointing afa no. Yenwene ho nkwa akire ni yenhwe. Are we treating ourselves to be asleep like us? Said ye maame no mo de dae. No mo ma ye de dae no ne yenso ye ma no so ye mo ma de da. Said ye ade de ya. Sometimes I look at humans and I don't know what we want. This could be the greatest thing that holds back every single human being. Because ye pese na ye de da. We are trapped in a human body that lost the pleasures of three-dimensional things, but will never give us that good alignment with our spirit. Enti se obi epie na ne body ni ne way no eye lower na ne ho no wosoro a yen po yen accept nipa no so oye pepepe obroni enimade ewe nti obetua abofra ne ka because onim se abofra ne ye dimensional being anadwo omo koda wo 3D ha no ma omo no omo nso ye niama ema e manifest wo 3D ha obibini nim ho hwe o feed prisoners nkola we no mu no oni sika bi atua ma omo obroni betua okunani ni single parent aha lawu emfiye ho. We are here na freedom any why until we get back to these things. Agro bi kra na yedi se obi ba ha na ne body na reduce obi ba ha na when reduce ne ho to the level or flat na eni aha niama na nhye da nye we pe onipa na abnormal. Maybe I won't. So if a child comes with a three-dimensional consciousness, must we treat and inject them until they also start loving 3D things? Yen rob you off. Yen no, ye reduce and rob yen off. Everything zero. And I feel ye try to gain the consciousness. What will ba? Automatically no, only the end of 3 dimension. I say yen reducing in zero. Because obroni behwe we hu say wunni hu nim de upesika nti no obe djura no na fe wadu din na to no so na ekra na som it ends there. This could also be the reason why everybody is depressed no matter what they have achieved or done. The obia wo bia no ope bibi foforo waye depressed and no ope we ewiase we bibi eni ma me nipa obi eni ho obeka se wapesika wasase so nya bi awie da. Unya we ya na wo san apewe uwie we ya na wo san apewe obre ene amanehunu ena akola we aba ode ne 3 dimensional energies aba nti no hwe mu se to hu mu se concept yen so ye hu ni se ayete se bodani sebe ogina bola so na odidi wu hu ni se wabodam wo so te ka no mo no so hu se wabodam. This is the case. Nipa bebre aye depressed we asim. It could be that the answer to why everybody is empty and feel so far away from themselves is that we have been convinced that these third-dimensional things will grant us the divine joy that we seek. And tisa, we na creation of one, omo ka say men pre niama bebre. This is what they are just saying. Nti ye kwa sorry, na ye kwa mosque, ni nyina ye twen reward. Asori ye kwa ye ko bompaye. Ye benya heaven, ye benya car, ye benya visa, ye benya say, mosque so ye kwa, obi kura ye boni no owu a ye tu borehole wa ha. Onipa no, obenya heaven kwan yakọ. Anu ba bi adwen na kodu. Nipa ye mobo papa. Na ka onipa benya abotre. Na ka wa to ne bo asua de a, obeti wiase ase na brabo be easy ama no. Ba we de gidi. Ne ayepe na ne yepe. Any competition ahodo. Everybody wants a child who does well in maths. And I'm a baby on Siadio, and I'm a baby on Yadia work class. A child who works hard and is money conscious. Obia eba or ye jumadeno or peso nye sika dachi. And no, any ye waha say ye bepe, ye. But enu any ye bibia swana. Ye mpo ye ndom in that condition. Ne ya mo kwan se omundom ho eya na areho It makes us feel comfortable when we are told by teachers that our children are active in class. Eno na eye, oba na money conscious, mbedi na ni da ho na ni ati o. Hey, obedi onimade pa o. Odi first, enti eno sa na ye pese yete. 3D stuff. Eniama mfe nipa nkosi hwe. Nti sanka ye nkwa class ni ensua de anka ye ntumi mbobra na mebisa o. Eye question. Me kan say mo obi anko school. What makes the quiet child who seems to be speaking to himself abnormal? Paucho, but modi atro no comment section o ma me why? At the point ma we feel say because akwala na impekasa enti no ya abnormal no paucho tro comment section o ma me. Ni ehwe de ebe why? The joy we anticipate when we get money, cars and houses, does it give the same serenity in our consciousness when we attain them? Nobody believes that those things won't give us serenity and a true state of peace. Okachiro bi say niyama ye nyane ye wo nyina nya no na manipa asomdwe a onje ntumu da because onyanya ebinti. Na se niyama ye nyina na manipa asomdwe a sabe ka yarefo ana bodani eni sikani fie. Enye sa niyama no. Ena ema asomdwe. In fact, many people watching this show today are actually here to find a spiritual answer to get more wealth, get a contract, a job, new cars, marriage, visas, and in anticipation that those are the fruit of true consciousness. Because consciousness no kura mposo adane beans. Wenti na ya na mi hu ni amenka na mabedane otamfo so. Because I don't know what's going on. Spirituality na nkasa adane minim. What would you tell a child who tells the parent that, Mama and Daddy, I don't want money and cars? I'm sure many parents will not be happy with such a child. Ato umpe sika umpe da umpe ka ewurade e de emba na ma wuni to be kwa asori mo ma ye fasting abompa ye gu so. Because to them, they want their children to be rich and even richer than them in the future. Because by that, their children will be fulfilled and happy. Ebinumu adwene no no. Nti ebinumu kura wo sika na abro so no. Omo ba kura ekoware a, omo pese omo manipo nware obi a oni bi to balance there be. Ese omo ware obi onu so wo sika. Etise omo. If a Buddhist monk tells you that you can feel joy, peace, abundance, and even true soul fulfillment when you have no money, no friends, and nobody around you, would you believe? Enyama ye pre no, enye no an sande pressure ba yeso. Pressure bebrebe. Gardener, obefre na oba, no obewia wo mower, no obewia wo generator, no de ko, no we hu ne fabra o se me mefa mi ke wa befa. Obemo wo garden ni wie no okono wafa. Chese o ha wo nkoten. Ebi a wote a wedua wo plant papa no ehọ no mu na obi su benye ye odwan estate mu o ukoka waka cho so woni odwan nka se wiase we krapo ye gede en ene oha wo bebrebe ni obre bebrebe eni ama ye wo ebi ewo sika maburu su gu wardrobe mo da o munda nti ne krakra ne sen sika ntumi mfada e sleep keke entu ni pa ani so ne krakra pa ne sen ayete ya ye ebresei tisi ya kachiro se wunni hwe bebrebe na wunni adamfo na wunni obia na wote oba bia wasom bedwo wa obeje edi obeje atum. If an enlightened soul comes into this world with its keys to higher consciousness, can he survive? So be ba raw. Say ye prese ye be raise your consciousness nti nyame ye wadom na de awo ye ni nyina afi wo ye na abofra no de higher consciousness aba nti aha no mu niama no untumi imbalance a, how would you feel? Abofra no be man survive here and e be dwera ne mpane a kosi se nani so beda no. When Africans give birth to high soul children, they say they are children with special needs. But in certain Abrofu society, they give birth to these high energy children and call them star seeds. You see your life. Because oye nisa ni ebeji sika. This abrofu they are using spirituality in a highest form to save themselves. To save themselves. What are we using spirituality to do here? Mobo. Sometimes baby the New Age spiritual community believes that children like that may come from other alien civilizations or are extraterrestrial beings in the form of human beings. We don't even want to believe that high dimensional beings, because that is how these people are programming us. We used to have these gifted children in our society until Abrofo started giving them empanye and special treatment at birth to make them lose their high sense and fit into the 3D world. That is why they will pay you. Today, African spirituality is more business than consciousness. Yeton. All the hate I'm going through because of these things I talk about, because of spirituality and consciousness, one person will behave like a mad person. Somebody can reduce himself to disgrace in the bush on social media. They don't care. Papa.